Welcome to Wisdom and Wealth, a channel dedicated to helping you navigate life's complexities with clarity and purpose. Are you seeking lasting happiness and inner peace? Many of us over 40 find ourselves reflecting on life's journey, searching for deeper meaning beyond material possessions. This video delves into the profound teachings of Buddhism, offering practical insights for cultivating a happier, more fulfilling life. First things first, if you find value in what we share, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel. Your support helps us bring you more content focused on wisdom and well-being. Let's begin this transformative journey together. We all yearn for happiness, a universal desire that transcends age and circumstance. Ask anyone if they want to be happy, and the answer will undoubtedly be a resounding yes. We crave that peaceful state, that sense of contentment. This desire is inherent in all living beings. We are all searching for that happiness and peace in our lives, even if we might not always consciously see it. If you truly reflect on your life, you'll recognize that we're often on a relentless pursuit of happiness, a journey without a clear destination. The pursuit of happiness is a difficult journey. We chase it, we seek it, and yet, lasting happiness often eludes us. Why is it that we seek so diligently, yet our search frequently proves fruitless? The Buddha's teachings offer a compelling explanation. We're searching for happiness in the wrong places. We're seeking it externally, in the material world, in fleeting pleasures, and in external validation. But true happiness is rarely found in those things. When we seek happiness from materialistic possessions and temporary pleasures, we experience fleeting moments of gratification, but not lasting contentment. These external sources provide pleasure, which is transient and superficial. This is like thinking you will get full eating potato chips. Happiness, on the other hand, is enduring and originates from within. It's a sense of contentment with oneself, a deep-seated well-being that isn't dependent on external factors. The Buddha teaches us that we are seeking happiness from sources where it simply doesn't exist. This ultimately leads to frustration and dissatisfaction. Are we, then, destined to a life of unfulfilled longing? Can we ever find the lasting happiness we crave? The Buddha's answer is a resounding yes. And now, if you are liking this, please like and subscribe to the channel. It helps us bring you more content. The answer lies in understanding the nature of our minds and the impact our thoughts and actions have on our well-being. In the first and second verses of the Dhammapada, the Buddha illustrates this point with powerful imagery. He states that if one speaks or acts with an impure mind, suffering will follow them like a cart following an ox. The weight of negativity will burden their path. Conversely, if one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness will follow them like a shadow. Wherever they go, peace and contentment will follow them. This highlights the profound connection between our mental state and our experience of happiness. It all depends on the purity of our minds. When our mind is pure, we can find genuine and lasting happiness. So, the question then becomes, how do we cultivate purity of mind? How do we free ourselves from the negativity that obscures our inherent happiness? The Buddha's teachings offer a comprehensive path, encompassing mindfulness, ethical conduct, and wisdom. And now, for those seeking deeper insights, consider subscribing to the Wisdom and Wealth channel. The Buddha outlined many things that we can do to make our minds pure. The first, which I am going to share today, is accepting the reality of life. You know, life is full of ups and downs. Sometimes we have good days, and sometimes we have bad days. Sometimes we have beautiful memories, and sometimes we have miserable memories. Life isn't a smooth, predictable journey. It is not a straight line. It's a tapestry woven with both joy and sorrow. When you realize this fundamental truth, you're better equipped to navigate life's challenges with equanimity. It is not always a bad experience. It is our reaction to it. It's not the bad experiences themselves that cause us suffering, but our reaction to them. When faced with a difficult situation, we have a choice. We can dwell on the pain, allowing ourselves to become mired in misery, or we can focus on the lessons the situation offers, learning from our experiences and growing as individuals. Accepting the reality of life also means acknowledging that we don't always have control over external circumstances, or the actions and opinions of others. When you internalize these things, you are able to face situations a lot more successfully. Accepting the reality of life is an act of personal freedom. The second key to happiness, according to the Buddha, is practicing generosity. Generosity, known as dana in Buddhism, is a core practice that involves giving without expectation of reward. We are giving and dedicating it towards others without expecting anything in return. We live in a society that often emphasizes accumulation and self-interest. We are all trying to become rich and to become happy. But gathering material possessions doesn't bring lasting happiness, it provides only temporary pleasure. Buddha says to be generous. Help others. Dedicate a part of your life to help others. When you practice generosity, you experience a unique sense of fulfillment that surpasses material gratification. Imagine giving food to someone in need and witnessing their relief and gratitude. That joy you get from helping someone in that way cannot be matched by material possessions. Even years later, recalling that act of kindness will evoke feelings of warmth and contentment. This highlights the enduring nature of happiness derived from generosity. That is why the Buddha said be generous. Do something every day for a person in need. It all comes down to the act of giving. Forgiveness is another cornerstone of happiness. Forgiveness of ourselves as well as others. Forgiving doesn't mean condoning the mistakes of others. Forgiving does not mean that you agree. It is for you to make your heart free. When you forgive, you liberate yourself from resentment and bitterness. It is an act of self-compassion. We must also extend forgiveness to ourselves. We all make mistakes. We need to learn to start all over again. Holding on to past regrets and self-blame only poisons the present moment. Everyone makes mistakes in this world, there is not a perfect being. We all make mistakes in this world. Embrace the ability to start anew, to learn from your past experiences and move forward with renewed intention. Remember, nobody is perfect. We all have done wrong in this world. These are a few things that we can do in our life to be happy. There is one thing that we can do. It is the ultimate happiness, as Buddha calls it. This is called nibbana or nirvana. It means enlightenment. When you realize the reality of life and remove desire, anger, and delusion, nirvana can be achieved. The nibbana means removing desire. This is the highest level of happiness we can all reach. When you practice these practices, you're creating a life of more happiness for yourself. So, practice these things and make your life happier. Now let's talk about overthinking. A quick question. Are you having sleepless nights because of looping thoughts, or do you imagine the worst-case scenarios all the time? You might be overthinking. Let's find a way to get out of your head. The first thing is to realize that overthinking won't help. You can plan and analyze, but don't overdo it. It will distract you from the process. The second is to practice mindfulness. Our great teacher Buddha taught us to be mindful of our breathing pattern. When you become more mindful of your inhale and exhale, your mind comes to the present. You're reducing these thousands of thoughts to 2, inhale and exhale. This will help you find peacefulness. If you are sad, your mind is in the past. If you are anxious, your mind will be in the future. If you are still, your mind is in the present. Start living in the present. There's another part of overthinking, what if, question. If you're thinking this again and again, ask yourself what if everything you did was okay? Be positive. You can be the best version of yourself and take risks. Let's transition into something that will help you get more success with those that you have built relationships with. Are you ready for that? Listening is a great way to grow your relationships. Active listening will help you in many ways. So many people say that they are not listening to me and they are not willing to pay attention to me. If you have the art of active listening, people like to talk with you. One man comes to the Buddha and insults him, and the only thing the Buddha did was listen. One lady comes with her son and wails in front of the Buddha, and he paid attention to her suffering. If you come up to me and talk about your problem, but I start to give you instructions and my opinions, you will think that I cannot understand you. Practice the art of active listening. The Buddha said that all the words we speak are pre-processed in our minds, so be mindful of what you think. Just sit in a quiet place and watch our thoughts. Don't react with that thought, just identify the thought as just a thought. This is one practice you can practice to be a good listener. Another way to practice this listening ability is to engage in conversations and listen more. Just tell yourself that I will listen to this person more. That is a way of showing your love and affection. Lending a good ear and sharing problems is one way of showing compassion. Ask them questions like, "Tell me more about the details." Remember, don't listen to reply or give your opinion. Always listen to understand about the situation and the intention behind these words. Be mindful and listen more than you talk. It will help you succeed, and help those around you in their journey. Now that we have talked about improving relationships, let's get into karma. Let's take a look at the concept of karma according to Buddha's teachings. When you hear karma, the first question is, what is karma? If you look at the definition, it gives the meaning of action. But in Buddhism, it is more than action. The Buddha said it is intentional action. Intentionally or willingly, one performs actions or karma, either physically, mentally, or verbally. According to the intentions, the karma can be divided into two types. The Buddha said there are wholesome actions and unwholesome actions. Wholesome actions are things that we do with wholesome intentions, like love, kindness, and compassion. Unwholesome actions are a broader topic because people think it's bad, but there's a hidden meaning. There are actions we perform in our day-to-day life, like talking, writing, sleeping, and traveling. We need intentions to do this, but they aren't unwholesome. The meaning of unwholesome means the actions that do not fall under the wholesome actions or karma. The word karma does not come alone. It comes with the word viparka, which means result or outcome. Phala means the fruit. Let's say I planted a mango seed in the ground. In a few years, I will have mangoes. If I planted a chili seed, I would get chili. When we plant a seed, it has the potential to give the result in the future. If I did a certain karma in this moment with intention, it has the potential to create experiences in the future. The viparka is the effect we will get in the future. The whole idea behind this law of karma is the law of cause and effect. When we make conditions for something, we will get the results in the future. The nature of the results depends on the nature of the karma. If I wish this mango seed to give chilies, I will never get chili out of it. If I did an action with an intention, it has the power to generate experiences. If the nature of this karma has the intention of wholesome, it can generate desirable experiences. If I did something unwholesome, I would get undesirable experiences. If you have a good understanding of karma, it is easy to be compassionate to others and yourself. There are certain experiences that happen due to our past karmas. We believe we come from a long journey called samsara. We have performed good and bad karmas, so we will get some experiences from our past karmas. When problems come, people blame themselves and think they are a bad person. Just because you performed a bad karma doesn't mean you are a bad person. Now, if you are liking this, please like and subscribe to the channel. It helps us bring you more content. Everyone performs good and bad karma. We don't want to hate ourselves, we can be compassionate to ourselves. Everyone is subject to this law of karma. It is easy to be mindful and be in the present moment. You cannot change the past, and you cannot stop the outcomes of things you have done. What you can change is the present moment, and if you become mindful, you can create good karma, not bad ones. I hope you now have a new way to think about karma. I hope this video gave some light to your life. Practice these things that we have talked about today. Until the next video, Stay happy and stay safe. Have a good life and good karma.